This is the scene of a crime. A crime not against one person, but against the entire planet. The evidence is everywhere. In the water we drink, in the air we breathe. And the culprit, it might be the very shirt we're wearing. The fast fashion industry, built on a foundation of plastic and petroleum. We are desperately searching for a green solution, a miracle material to save ourselves. But what if I told you that solution doesn't need to be found? What if I told you it has been here for 10,000 years? This is industrial hemp. Hemp. It can give us clothing, paper, bioplastics, fuel, building materials. It's almost
We searched for
perfect.
a green solution.
So why, for nearly a century, has this plant been labeled the devil's weed? Hunted, vigorously pursued worldwide. What turned a miracle of nature into public enemy number one? Before we expose this conspiracy of the century, we need to understand just how precious is our victim. We say hemp is perfect, but that's not an exaggeration. Let's examine it. First, what can it do? The short answer, almost everything. The stalk's core makes paper. 1 hectare of hemp, 4 hectares of forest. Its seeds are a superfood. But today, we're talking about its bark, the fiber. From the original Levi's jeans, yes, the first jeans were made from hemp fabric, not cotton, to high-fashion clothing, bags, sneakers, bed linens. Hemp fabric is a chameleon in the fashion world. Who has used it? From the Egyptian pharaohs to Renaissance painters, painting on hemp canvas, the sails that carried Columbus across the sea, hemp, the ropes that anchored the ships, hemp, the first drafts of the U.S. Declaration of Independence, printed on hemp paper, George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. They were avid hemp farmers. So, why was it so beloved? This is where things get interesting. Advantages for the planet. It's an air-purifying factory. No pesticides needed. It's naturally pest-resistant. Uses very little water. It requires 50% less water than cotton. Regenerates soil. It literally sucks toxins from the soil and returns nutrients. It's a doctor for the land. Monster yield. It grows as fast as a weed, producing double the fiber yield per hectare compared to cotton. For the wearer, this is nature's suit of armor. Super durable. It's one of the strongest natural fibers. A hemp shirt doesn't wear out. It matures. It gets softer with every wash and can be worn for generations. Incredibly breathable. It thermoregulates. Cool in the summer, warm in the winter, antibacterial and UV resistant. Clothes don't get smelly, and it protects your skin from UV rays. Perfect for people with sensitive skin. It's durable. It's eco-friendly. It's good for your health. Sounds like a perfect solution to the fast fashion disaster. So what are its disadvantages? Why aren't we wearing it every day? Initial feel. Honestly, new hemp fabric can be a bit stiff, a bit coarse. It's not cotton soft right away. It needs time, needs a few washes to be broken in. It wrinkles, like its cousin, linen. It wrinkles easily. But many people see that as a natural, organic beauty. And the biggest disadvantage? The cost. And this is the crux of the case. Why is it so expensive? Not because it's hard to grow. It's the easiest plant in the world to grow. It's expensive. Because for 80 years, growing it was illegal. It's expensive. Because the entire infrastructure, the machinery to process it, was intentionally destroyed. Why destroy it? Wait, I know what you're thinking. As soon as I say hemp, your brain automatically jumps to another word. Marijuana. The illegal drug. Red light. Right? Congratulations. Your brain has been programmed exactly as they wanted. This is the most important thing you need to know. Industrial hemp, and marijuana are cousins, but they are completely different. Hemp, grown for fiber, tall, thick stalk, THC content, the psychoactive compound, jar 0.0%. You could smoke an entire field, and all you'd get is a headache. Marijuana, grown for its flower, short, bushy, high THC content. For 10,000 years, from Egyptian farmers to George Washington, no one confused them. Until confusing them suddenly became extremely profitable. The early 20th century, two industrial giants were about to be born, and both saw the hemp plant as their mortal enemy. The first giant, William Randolph Hearst, owned vast forests for newsprint. He didn't want a plant that grew as fast as a weed, snatching away his empire. The second giant, DuPont, had just discovered a magic formula from petroleum. They called it nylon. They called it plastic. They wanted to wrap the entire world in it, and the durable hemp fiber was standing in their way. But they couldn't act alone. They needed an enforcer, an ambitious politician, Harry Anslinger, commissioner of the Bureau of Narcotics, who was desperate to find a new enemy after Prohibition ended. And the perfect play began. How did they do it? Brilliantly and ruthlessly. They didn't attack the name hemp, a 10,000-year-old name that was far too beloved. They dug around and found a Mexican slang word, marijuana. It sounded foreign. It sounded dangerous. Hearst used his newspaper empire to pump out sensational, fake news about the devil weed marijuana, claiming it turned people into monsters. DuPont used money to lobby. Anslinger used his power to turn the lie into law. And boom, with just one linguistic trick, they conflated harmless industrial hemp with marijuana. They killed hemp by calling it by another name, a perfect assassination. And us, what did we win from this case? We got nylon, we got polyester, we got mountains of fast fashion waste, and a promise of convenience that became a plastic curse.
From futuristic harvesting
We rejected
to
a plant that can eat
construction,
CO2,
hemp is
regenerate soil,
revolutionizing
and give us
industries
durable clothing, in exchange for a fiber made from petroleum, one that will last in the earth for thousands of years. This case of the century isn't just about a plant, it's about choice. 80 years ago, a few powerful men chose greed over sustainability. They chose short-term profit over a healthy planet. And today, we are all living with the consequences. But there's one interesting detail I haven't mentioned. The giant that helped kill off the hemp plant, DuPont, was the very same one that gave birth to the queen of fabrics, a fiber that changed all of society, liberated women from restrictive corsets, and was also the first bullet in this microplastic disaster. Are you curious about the real story behind nylon fiber? See you in the next video. Now, let me know. After knowing all this, are you willing to give hemp fabric a second chance? Leave your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because every shirt holds a secret. See you next time.